What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today's Expanded Thursday, and today we are looking at the Durant deck that a lot of people are really liking right now since Lysander Trump card has been banned from the game. And Durant's basically another deck out deck. So Durant has the attack Devour. For each of you Durant in play, discard the top card of your opponent's Pokemon. Or not their Pokemon, of their deck. So if you have 4 Durant out in play, you get that Devour for 4 for a turn. And then you have other cards in deck that could help out too. You do play a 2/2 Ninjask here. Now Ninjask has the ability Wing Buzz. Once during your turn, before you attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. So let's see, Durant gets knocked out. Next turn you can promote a Ninjask, which has free retreat. So you can just promote it, and then you can Wing Buzz, discard a card, retreat to Durant, and Devour for some more, which is a pretty cool combo. And since we do play Wing Buzz, we might as well play an egg in here. The egg has propagation, which if it's in your discard pile, you can put in your hand. So every time you Wing Buzz, you can propagate, then discard it, then send up Durant and devour some cards, which is pretty cool there. And we also play 2 Bunnelby, which has Burrow, discard the top cards of your opponent's deck. Maybe just in case if you don't get enough Durant out, if you need those last couple prizes, you can use Bunnelby. And you can attack twice with the barrage effect. It just, the Pokemon may attack twice. It's basically what it says here. And you also have a Rototiller, which says shuffle a card from your discard pile into your deck. So maybe if you need to get back a Life Dew, maybe a certain Pokemon, maybe a supporter or something, you could Rototiller. But for the most part, you're going to Burrow here, which is pretty good. And that's, I almost said that's all. But we do play 2 Durantl in here, which has the Stellar Guidance ability. Search deck for any supporter card, put in your hand. Now let's go over the item cards. As you see, there's a couple here. We play 3 Crushing Hammer, flip a coin if heads, discard energy, fairly straightforward. 2 Enhanced Hammer, which discards a special energy without any flippage. Here we have 4 Level Ball, search deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less, and reveal it. And if you notice, Bunnelby 60, Egg 30, Nakata 40, Ninjask 70, Durant 70, and Jirachi 90. So you can literally level ball for any of these Pokemon and get them out and play, which is pretty cool there. We do play 2 Revive, put a basic Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench, and this is basically like your Durants. Maybe you could bump it up to 4, but that's not a good idea, because by the time they knock out 4 Durants and you revive twice, they win the game. So there's no real need to put that many revives in the deck. Maybe if you need to conserve the revives, like if you Juniper them away, you could put more if you're scared of that, but don't worry about it. We also play Super Rod too to get back Durants and energies. Shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards. So you can pick Pokemon and basic energy. So maybe 2 Durant or Metal, 1 Metal, 2 Durants, something, or 2 Metal, 1 Durant. I said the same thing twice. 4 Trainer's Mail, look at top 4 cards of your deck. Pick a trainer card except for Trainer's Mail, just for help with the consistency. 4 Trick Shuffle, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Basically, you can look at either's and pick if you want to discard it, but you're going to look at your opponent's deck, and then you're going to discard it, which is pretty cool, Trick Shuffle. And then with Devour, Wing Buzz, you can discard a lot of cards a turn, which is pretty nice. So here we play 4 VS Secret to use any supporter in a deck. We play 1 AZ, just in case they do Lysander, if they put a Durant to sleep. Put 1 Pokemon in your hand, discard all attached cards to it. 1 Course, 1 Lysander, 1 in. 4 Juniper, 1 Skylo with search your deck for any item card, 1 Team Flare Gun, and 1 Xerosic. Xerosic, discard a tool or special energy, Team Flare Gun, and energy to active. So we have a lot of disruption cards, which is good for Durant. That's what you want to do here. You want to disrupt them and then try to discard their good cards with Devour. We do play 1 Life Dew as our ace spec. Your opponent takes 1 less prize card when you have it attached. Of course, you attach it to Durant, maybe to Jirachi just in case. But if they're knocking out Jirachi, you're not in a good situation. We also have 2 Rescue Scarf. If this Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack, put that Pokemon into your hand. So by attack, so not by poison, not by confusion, not by Crobat, not by Golbat. Am I forgetting anything else? But you can see the point there. Just, from attacks, if they knock you out that way, then you put the Durant back in your hand. 2 Head Ringers, disrupt your opponent more, attach it to an EX, and you have 1 more colorless energy to attack, and 7 Metal energy. And that's the deck here. Maybe the Metal's a little bit low, but we're going to go with this. We're going to see what happens here. Hopefully you enjoy this deck, and let's see it in action. Alright, so here we're playing against Grande Porador. Porador? I'm not sure how to say that. He is playing a fire deck, and we are weak to fire. So maybe this could be bad for us. Exciting times here. We get a Durant, we get a Trick Shovel. We got a pretty good turn one. So let's get this Durant out here. All we need is an energy. And there's a Cabalion and a Victini Victory Star, which lets you reflip a coin. Alright, there's a Jirachi. Going to search for an N. And all of his cards are full so far, so okay. Oh, okay. So we get double Trick Shovel, a Crushing Hammer. Here we see an Ultra Ball discarding a Metal and a Juniper. Oh man. Okay. Oh, playing against Mega Aggron. Ooh, exciting. Alright, there's a Shaman. Going to draw some more cards. Yeah, my opponent already has 37 cards left in his deck. He's blowing through a lot of his cards here. But here at Trainer's Mail, give me a supporter card. That's not a supporter card. We'll grab the Crushing Hammer and we'll try to play it. But here we'll play a Trick Shovel, discard the top card of my opponent's deck. See, it gives you the option, but you never want to discard your own deck. Here we'll play another Trick Shovel, discard the top card of their deck. Here we'll discard their DC. Take that. Alright, one less DC in the deck. Here we'll play Crushing Hammer, Tails. Let's try it again. Tails. Oh man. We'll Jirachi and we'll get a Juniper here. Kind of stinks that we flip double Tails, but you know what happens sometimes. Here we'll play Juniper. Alright, so we whiffed the attachment for the turn. We'll put down Nakata. We'll put down a Headringer on a Cabalion, I guess. Level Ball. To get another Durant. And how many a prize? That's the biggest thing here with Durant. You're not going to take any prizes, and we do have one Durant prize, which is okay. We'll put the Durant down here, put the Rescue Scarf here, play another Trainer's Mail. I think we'll keep both in the deck for now. Seems like a fair play. And here we'll just end our turn. Sadly, we didn't get a an energy to devour. Here we see a Metal Mega Aggron. Now my opponent has to play Switch to get the active or an energy, either one. But if he attaches energy, he can't use Megaton Slam. I mean, I guess he could. If he puts in energy, retreats it, and Mega Turbos into Mega Aggron, that could be a play that he could do here. We'll have to see. Here we see an Ultra Ball discarding an N and a Metal Energy. I imagine he has to play Bronzor, right? There's another Aggron. And Juniper? Okay, Verse Seeker for N. Or Juniper. Okay. So he's kind of decking himself out too, which is the bad thing here. He has to knock out 6 of these Durants, or maybe knock out a Jirachi. But let's see. Now he doesn't have a Bronzor spot too, so if we can get rid of that DC, we'll be in a great spot. And there's the Metal Energy we're looking for. We'll put down Bumblebee, and here we'll just Coerce. Alright, so we get a Durant, we get a Trick Shovel, discard top card of opponent deck. Discard the Mega Aggron. I think there's already... Okay, he's okay. That's okay. So now he's down to another Mega Aggron. He's only discarded 1 so far, so he's okay there. And here we'll Devour for 3. So what do we discard here? Hopefully a Switch. A Trainer's Mail and a Burst Seeker. Okay. Here we see a Trainer's Mail. He is... Oh, he got the switch off the Trainer's Mail. Very nice for our opponent here. So we're going to switch into this Mega Aggron. Gets another DCE here, or another Metal Energy. And I guess my turn, we can Team Flare Grunt that DCE off the Mega Aggron. So we'll put the Durant here with the Rescue Scarf. Put another Rescue Scarf on this guy. Put down the Metal Energy. Yeah, I think we're just going to Team Flare Grunt this DCE. And here we're going to Devour for 2. So he's down to 18 cards. So he needs another DC to actually attack here. Here we see an Acrobike. And does he... Okay, so he computer search here. He can get another DC here. And take another knockout, but hey, he only has 14 cards left in his deck here. Here we see a Lyson bringing up Jirachi. So he's taking an early knockout on Jirachi. Not a bad play at all. He's down to 3 cards. We'll set up the Durant here. Let's see, we top deck here an Egg. But we don't have... let's see here. We'll put up Nikata. We'll Verse Seeker for a Chorus. And we'll play it. We could grab a Team Flare Grunt, but I need multiple cards. Alright, so here we'll get a Crushing Hammer. Give me heads. There we go. We'll discard the DCE. I think that's the third one there. 1, 2, 3. So he possibly has 1 left. Put down Ninjask. Here we'll revive for a Durant. We missed an energy attachment. And we'll Headringer the Shaman, I guess. And here we'll just Devour. For another 3. Do we discard the 4th DC or not? Let's look here. And we don't. Okay. That's fine. Here we see Steel Shelter coming down. We see a Juniper. He has 3 cards left, and he does play Mega Turbo, which is pretty nice for my opponent here. But we're actually going to win next turn. And, I'll show you how here in a second. As long as we don't miss an energy, we'll send him Ninjask. We'll Wing Bus the Egg. Put down Durant. We'll play Super Rod, and here we'll get down 2 Metal, and I guess a Jirachi. And here we're going to Verse Seeker for a Chorus. And as long as we hit the energy, we can win this turn. So Chorus here, give me an energy. There we go. So put energy on Durant, retreat to it, and here we'll Devour 4-3, taking the win here. And there we go. Durant beats the Mega Aggron deck. Pretty cool for us there, and you get to see how the Durant works. I will play another game with the deck since this one was it was fairly short, and hopefully it is raining currently and lightning, so hopefully the power doesn't cut off. If it does, then this will be the last game. But hopefully we'll see another game with Durant here in a second. Alright, so here we're playing against Albert Troll. Calling heads here. Tails, that's fine. And let's see what happens here. We start Nakata. We got the... Okay, that's a pretty okay turn. We'll keep the Jirachi in hand. So Sableye. Now, Sableye has Junk Hunt, and oh, that's a bad Trainer's Mill there. We'll Jirachi, we'll grab an N. Hopefully it's not prized. Okay, sweet. But Sableye has the attack Junk Hunt, which puts 2 idle cards from your discard pile into your hand, which could be a pretty big deal. Depending on how many... I don't know. We'll see what happens here. It makes it kind of weird. We have to devour more cards than he can Junk Hunt back into his deck. So here we'll end our turn. And we can Crushing Hammer the Dark Energies off, but he probably plays Dark Patch. He would see a Trick Shuffle. Going to discard the top card of my deck. Oh no, a Durant! Oh wait, we have Revive. That's a good top deck. That's a good card for us. Here we see a Level Ball. So I wonder what is he playing with Sableye here? That's a big question. And we see an Aron. So it's actually an Aggron Sableye deck. So it's going to be a competition of which one is better. Is the straight Durant deck better, or is the Aggron deck better? Now, Aggron has the ability, when you evolve it, you put 3, you discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. We'll see what happens here. We'll see a Junk Hunt here, again, a Level Ball, and a Trick Shuffle. Now, that's the bad thing here. He can get constant Trick Shuffles in his deck. So here we'll put down a Metal Energy. We'll revive the Durant. Here I'm just going to Chorus for a bunch, and hopefully we hit a Ninjask. We don't hit a Ninjask. Alright, so here we'll have to sadly end our turn. Not what we want to do here, but at least next turn we can Devour for 3 if we hit a Ninjask. Here we see a Trick Shovel. Going to discard a Revive. Not that big of a deal. Here we see a Level Ball. Probably getting down Aron's next stage. There's a Laron. Okay. If we top deck Nakata here, or Ninjas, that'd be pretty good. Here we're seeing Heavy Ball coming down. Do we have an N in hand? Oh, we do. So if he Level Balls here for an Aggron, we're going to Burst Seeker. We're going to get rid of it. And let's see. He's going to Junk Hunt here. Probably get back Trick Shovel and something else. Okay. Now, hopefully when we end here, he doesn't draw into another Aggron. There's a Trick Shovel coming back and a Heavy Ball. Let's see what we can do here. We get a Bumblebee. Not sure how good that is, but we'll put it down. We'll Reverse Seeker for an N. And you might be like, oh, why aren't you playing the Chorus? I don't want him to have the Aggron. But here we get the Ninjas. We get Wing Buzz. We get discard Trainer's Mail, which seems fine. Here we'll retreat to Durant. Attach energy here. And here we'll Devour for 3. Okay. So now he's down to 35 cards. Now we're going to start Team Flare Gunning. We can Team Flare Gun this energy, Verse Seeker for Team Flare Guns. Here we see a Laron coming down. He plays 2 different Larons. I wonder if he just ran out of them or if there's reasoning behind them. Neither one can attack. They both have metal energy attachments. Maybe he just wants to play 4 different ones. Here we see a Life Center bringing up Jirachi. Now, do we have AZ in the discard pile? We don't. This is the only annoying thing here. Here we're seeing Heavy Ball. So we're going to see an Aggron coming down. Oh, a Snorlax. Oh no, don't play Snorlax. Don't do that. Oh no, so Snorlax has the ability Block, which makes it where you active Pokemon can't retreat here. Oh man, this is going to get interesting now. Alright, so past my opponent. My turn. We'll Verse Seeker for Colors. I want to keep as many cards as I can in my deck, so that's why I didn't put that down. We get a Trick Shovel. Let's see what we can discard here. Hopefully an Aggron. Sycamore. I guess that's okay. Next turn we get AZ up to Jirachi, so that's good. Here we'll Level Ball, and there's a 4th Durant in here. That's very nice. So we'll grab the Durant, and here we'll just end our turn. Next turn we get AZ up to Jirachi, put down the Durant, and we're actually going to set up Ninjask, Level Ball for a Egg, and start Wing Buzzing. So here we see a Skyla. I imagine this will get a Heavy Ball. But are we too far behind is the question here. We'll have to wait and see. But I imagine like he's probably gonna Skylar for a Heavy Ball, put down the Aggron, and discard the top 3 cards of our deck. So here we see a Heavy Ball. Now the question here, does he have a Devolution Spray in his hand? Devolution Spray can de-evolve your Pokemon, and you can play that Pokemon again since your hand is private knowledge. So here we see a Level Ball, Trick Shovel, and Colress. Here we see a Devolution Spray, put the Aggron back into his hand, put it down to the other guy, discard 3 cards from our deck here. Okay, so he discarded 6 cards this turn, which is bad for us. But we can discard 5 his turn. We can get the Egg, which is one less card in our deck, but we should be okay. Here we'll AZ picking up. Oh no, we actually can't sit in the Nakata at all, because if we do, makes it where Snorlax blocks us. Oh man. So I guess I'll pick up Jirachi, send a Durant, put the Durant down, put energy here, and here we'll Devour for 4. Yeah, for 4. So we discard a Lysander, Megaphone, and Sigilyph. Does he have another, what is it, a Devolution Spray or not? Here we see a Sycamore. So now we're almost tired in deck. Here we see a Trick Shovel. He's going to get rid of something in my hand. Now, hopefully we can hold on to the Super Rod and play it at a crucial time. There's a Crush Hammer going away, not that big of a deal. There's a Dark Energy on the Sableye. There we see a Float Stone. So we're going to see a Junk Hunt here. Now, my turn, I think... I'm not really sure what to do. We'll have to see what we top deck here. That could change a lot of stuff. But here we're going to see a Junk Hunt for probably a Devolution Spray. And I might want to Lysander up a Aggron if we could draw into it. So here we'll Trainer's Mail. We'll keep both of those in our hand, like I said. Man, I guess. Yeah, we just have to Devour here for 4. Okay, so there's 4 there. 13 cards left in his deck. Alright, so what's going to be the scary part here is if he gets back-to-back, like, what's Aggron's ability called? Toppling Wind. That could be a big trouble here. So we're going to put 1 down, discard 3 cards. Okay. And what I might have to do is Verse Seeker for N and play it. And hopefully we can discard the Devolution Sprays with Devour. It's a very weird situation that we're in right now. How many Verse Seekers have we played? We do play 4. We've played 3 so far. Oh man, that's bad for us. Here we see a Verse Seeker. Getting a Lysander, probably going to bring up the Ninjask or Bunnelby. And this is a questionable play by my opponent here. Let's see if he Lysanders up. He's going to Lysander the Ninjask here. But I'm fine with just Wing Buzzing away our Egg. Maybe. Okay, so our turn here. I think we just Verse Seeker for an AZ. If I was him, I would just keep Sableye in the active spot here, but he decides not to. So AZ up to Ninjask, putting it back into our hand, sending up to Durant, and here we will Devour for 4. But he's down to 9 cards. We're actually winning the race. There's 8 cards left in his deck. If he ends us, we have a lot more cards in our deck here. Looks like we're doing good right here. Now, we still have the Super Rod also, so we can get more Pokemon back in our deck and energy cards. We have 2 in there right now currently. But we're out of Verse Seeker, so we can't end anymore, which is the big problem here. But here we see another Junk Hunt, getting probably double Devolution Spray if there's 2 in there, but there's only 1 in there right now. Okay. Let's see what my opponent does here. What does he grab with this Junk Hunt? This is a weird... Maybe he prized multiple Devolution Sprays or Agrons. I'm not really sure what's happening here. Maybe he had to cut some cards defending the Sableye, or for the Snorlax and the... Okay, so we see a Devolution and a Heavy Ball, which means he's probably going to get another Aggron next turn. What I was saying, maybe he cut some cards defending the Snorlax and the Sigilyph and stuff like that. Let's think here. I think we just Devour. I don't think we really need to play anything else in our hand currently. So yeah, we'll Devour here for 3. So he has 3 cards left in his deck here. Now for 4. So he has 3 cards left in his deck. He has to play an in here. Here we're seeing Heavy Ball and getting another Aggron or a Snorlax. Okay. So maybe he has multiple Agrons prize, which is good for us, and that's one of the problems with Aggron. If you have multiple Lairons and Agrons prize, you could lose that way. But here we see a Devolution Spray. Gonna put it down to the Aggron. Gonna discard 3 cards of our deck. We go down to 7. I see a Jirachi in there, so we can fully Super Rod now. Okay. Here we see another Devolution Spray, but he needs an in here. If he doesn't have an in, then we win. Okay, so let's see here. We have 4 cards left in our deck. Finally, he hit the other Devolution Spray. He's been missing those. Okay, so there's all 4 played now. And there's the end for my opponent, but he still has 1 card left in the deck here. So, looks like we're going to win here. Next turn, we're going to Devour, take more prizes. I guess his only real play was probably Lysander, bring up Bunnelby, and hope I don't have an energy. But we had Super Rod, and there we see the good game there. And I'll say good game, buddy. And there we see Durant takes down Sableye Aggron. Well, okay, no, never mind. I was gonna say maybe he could Fuse Ray, but he only has 1 card left. Yeah, I think if he would have confused right there, I don't know, it's weird. Either way, we're gonna Devour here, taking the win. Durant, Bunnelby, Ninjask beats the Aggron Sableye deck, which is probably one of the better mill decks. It's always a big question, which is better, Aggron or Durant. And we saw there, Durant actually beat Aggron, which is pretty cool there. My opponent did play some techie cards, which probably doesn't help in the mirror match, like the Sigilyph and Snorlax. But we did have the AZ to pick up the Pokemon. I can't remember who he Lysandered up, or AZ. I think he AZ'd the Jirachi. We AZ'd the Jirachi back in our hand, and then we AZ'd the Ninjask late in our hand too. But hopefully you enjoy this game. You can see why Durant's such a strong deck. Even in the mirror match, we still could win there. And even though my opponent was discarding more cards, you have to hit the Devolution Sprays. You have to get the multiple Lairons and the Agrons out, and we saw that he wasn't able. He was unable to do that there. But hopefully you enjoy this round. The Thunder is getting real right now, and it's really strong right now. But hopefully you enjoy this round. Thanks for watching once again. Tomorrow's Fan Friday. Make sure you go down below to the Facebook page. Leave your deck suggestion for Fan Friday. And hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye.